Hello, folks. I'm Detroit Miracle. Yes, and indeed. Let me ask you all something. What do you do with your time? You say if you add them up, there are 7 24-hour periods in a week. So, can you determine how much of that time you spend doing things constructively as well as non-constructively? I'm going to give you a neat trick or a bit of advice. If you take a 24-hour period and then you maximize the benefits off of it by trying to do as much productive things or productive stuff as you could possibly do, and if you keep that trend going day by day, then you will have a great working system for building, improving conditions, educating yourself, educating others, making things happen. You'll be framed, your mind will be conditioned in that way to take time serious and gain the most benefit from every tick on the clock. Like that, try that and see how it works. I've been on it for years now. Yeah, I've been doing that for years. So I think it's worked out well for me. I've created mountains worth of fortunes and works, writings, all types of things by keeping that particular perspective on using time in a constructive way or trying to find time to do many constructive things that way. Trust me, it works. I know some might say, but Detroit Miracle, we work regular jobs all day. Not all of us are on social media, or not all of us work on social media, so we got to work regular jobs in places. That's constructive stuff too. You can find things that you could do at your job on the side. Like you can write stories on the side. You can tackle difficult matters in question. You could do a lot at work on your spare times, even while you work. If you could split your consciousness into different facets of the mind where you're working on this at this time, then you're working on a couple of other things at the same time, and then you'll find that on a day-to-day basis at work, you'll be accumulating a lot of productivity. It's like you making the most or making more out of your 24-hour periods. When I grew up, earlier on as I grew up, I didn't take time so serious as I do now. When I was a kid, I would lounge around and appear to be doing nothing. So when I look back at all that, I think about all the 24-hour periods I wasted by laying around, lounging around, sleeping, watching TV. So if I was on the ball decades earlier, I would have created Mount Everest. You know how tall Mount Everest is. I would have created my own Mount Everest. Because when you get a collection of ideas working in different ways for benefits, for prosperity, you'll be surprised at what those ideas can create, build, fashion. So, yeah, I wanted to give you all a bit of advice there. So take your 24-hour days or 24-hour periods more serious and try to see what more you can make out of them. Trust me, it works out that way. All right, folks. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'd appreciate it if you would give me those likes, comments, and please subscribe to me, Detroit Miracle. Peace out.